You've probably heard of pin, forks, double attack, discover attack, and those tactics. But today we're gonna focus on the different tactics which are used in a middle games mostly. So let's get started. Deflection. So what is deflection? Deflection is a tactic which you can use to gain materials in a mid game, and you can use for the checkmates also. So in this position, as you can see, if you just move the rook to the c8, right? Now the king have only one option to capture the rook because that's the only legal move. After king captures, the protection has been removed from the queen. So you just take the queen and that's it. You can exchange the queens in the start, but if you blunder any one move, it can be a stalemate. Decoy. So what is decoy tactic? When you distract the opponent piece, so it can be in a vulnerable position. Now in this position, as you can see, I have the losing position against the black. If I just blunder one piece, it will be losing for me. But I have a great move which is bishop b5. Now I'm pinning the queen, so queen have to capture the bishop. Otherwise, I will capture the queen, obviously. So that whenever queen captures the bishop, we will just put the knight on the c7. Now it's a fork. So queen moves and we will capture the queen. Sorry, king moves and we will capture the queen. Interference. So what is interference? When you break the harmony of the pieces, or you break the harmony between the square and a piece. So as you can see in this position, the rook is the best piece in this position to use. How we can use the rook? We can sacrifice the rook on the e7. Okay, so if opponent takes by the queen, okay, it's a check on the d5. Okay, now if an opponent just played the f7, we will just take the queen. It's a checkmate. If opponent captures the rook by the bishop or by the knight, it is a checkmate on the f7. Or if opponent plays the best move, which is the queen maybe on the e8, I think that's the best move, but it can delay the checkmate, nothing on. You can just simply take the queen. After this, it will be the checkmate on the f8. If he captures the rook, it will be the checkmate on the f7. If you don't capture the rook, if you just push the knight on the d8, then it will be the checkmate on the f8. And that's it. That's how you win the game. Zugzwang. So what is Zugzwang? When the opponent is forced to make the moves which weaken their position, and despite other than that, there is no legal move for him. So right now, as you can see in this position, there's a checkmate in two moves, but it's very hard to find. The move is bishop c3. Now you'll say, what if king goes down and not at the upside? Because if he goes up, then it's a checkmate in one move. But if he goes down, it's a checkmate in one move too. Like the queen will go to the a5 and it's a mate. What if opponent plays the b6? Now it's a checkmate on the queen c4. What if opponent just play the bishop c5? Then it's a checkmate on the a5. Other than this, if he plays anywhere the bishop, it doesn't matter because it cannot interfere in our checkmate. If you want to see if opponent bishops move here, I will just move my rook to the a5 and it's still a checkmate. Double threat. So what is double threat? When you are threatening two situations at the same time, you can say. So in this position, as you can see, if I move my rook to the e2, I am attacking the knight. Okay, it is a threat to capture the knight. It is also a threat of a fork to the rook, right? Opponent can take my knight. Okay, I can take the rook and that's it. I can gain the rook after this. Opponent can save the rook, okay, by putting it on a d1, but then we will gain it the free knight. And now we are up on a one piece, right? And now we can just win easily with the support of the knight and the rook. Hope you like this video. Which tactic was new to you? Just drop it in the comment section and like, subscribe the Dhyan Academy.